Hello, everybody. How are we? Welcome. Happy Saturday. I hope your week's been very pleasant. Hope you had a wonderful time. Apologies I wasn't on yesterday, by the way. Reason being, obviously I've been away for work, Wednesday, Thursday. Thursday, went to go and see the Wu-Tang Clan as well in Manchester because, you know, I'm young and hip and trendy and that. And got back about 1 o'clock in the morning. So I was like, that's fine. Late enough nowadays, but then worked Friday and kids swimming Friday night, and then I was like, I'm fairly convinced I'm knackered now. So I was full of good intentions to stream last night, but then by the time the kids went to bed and then me and Mrs. J managed to get some food down us, it was about like 20 to 9 or something. And I was like, it ain't happening. Music's a bit loud. It could be, actually. It feels loud in my head, to be honest. Oh, sorry, there you go. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, it's up in the gods. So there you go. How's that sound? Is that better? There you go. Yeah, it felt loud in my. I was like thinking, this is loud. I've had to log in and log out, and then it's a Spotify thing. It's part of. We have to log in via Spotify for our podcast nowadays, so that'll be why that is. But anyway, long story short, didn't stream last night. Will be streaming tonight, obviously, because I'm here now. We're doing it now. And should we get into it? Season 7, pre-season, prep, transfer window still open. Let's have a little nosy, shall we? Yes, I appreciate those that obviously have pointed out that the music was a tad loud, but as Rugio says, the hives are class. So like we should just have the hives on loud all the time because they are mint. Like, and the more I listen to the hives, like every single time I listen, I'm like, they are good, aren't they? They're a very good band, the Hives. So yeah, a big fan of them. Kevin Mottram over on YouTube. Hello, my friend. How are we? Welcome in. Tim says, that's obviously, is it taking it as read that we've been promoted? Yeah, 100%. Yeah, definitely done that. Gaming Dan, official Gaming Dan, not unofficial Gaming Dan, is in as well. Evening to you there, pal. Hope you're good. Welcome. Rugio, of course, is here. Alexander Corbyn's in. Dan Hourdan's in here as well. Appreciate you all. Ian's in. Crayman's here. Ready for more Bastard Ball. We are, aren't we? We absolutely are. Here's what we got, right? Rugio says, can't argue, the Hive seem to get better with every release too. Isn't it? They just seem to step up another level, which I'm very much appreciating, to be honest. So here's where we are then with regards to the current squad. Where's our transfer history? That'll be what we want, isn't it? Transfer history. Players in. It's going to show it from last season because of how it works. Players in. These guys. Corey Thomas has come in as a striker. There we go. We brought Corey Thomas in. Runs with the ball down the right. Sorry. And then plays short, simple passes. So that's his traits. Right-footed predominantly. Can play on his left foot as well. 6'2". Bit of acceleration, bit of pace. Not particularly strong. When you get him in the weight room a little bit. Determined. Work rate and teamwork. Bit lacking for a TJ side, but we'll go with it. Fabio Lopez. Appreciate the follow. Very, very kind indeed. And Declan Lazzarini over on YouTube. Just joined the Discord last night. Welcome in, Declan. Nice to have you in. It's a pleasure to have you in. If you haven't joined the Discord, folks, then what better time to advertise that than right now? Thank you, Declan, for reminding people to come and hang out in the Discord, because we could do with more people in there, making it a bit more active at the minute as well. I'm talking mostly about World Cup Adidas football shirts, because those trefoil ones are banging. Like, Adidas have just hit form with their football kits. Nike, I think Nike could pretty much set fire to their own sweatshop and just went, we don't make football shirts anymore. Although the goalkeeper kits are incredible. The World Cup goalkeeper kits are incredible. But everything else Nike has made recently in terms of football kit is utter shite. So Corey Thomas is in. We've also brought in Tom Appender from Huddersfield, 6'3", midfielder, really high determination. Look at that, 19, and he's 26 years old. So maybe that determination, don't know, is it going to have much of an effect? It might do still. He's on a pay-as-you-play deal. So we've got a very good mental player here, good physicals, reasonable technicals, but he's going to drop in, and I'm very happy with that, to be honest, getting him in on a pay-as-you-play. So that's Openda, and we've also got Braden Graham, who I'm led to believe is a real player, from Everton, 23-year-old Northern Irish striker, born in 2007. It's disgusting, isn't it? Moves into channels, places his shots, likes to try and beat the offside trap. 16 for pace, 18 for off the ball. At this level, this is going to be this could be a really, really good find. So those are the players we brought in. I do think we still need a left back, although at the minute Caden Hughes is playing out at left back. It's not ideal, really. We've got Freddie Sass on trial at the minute. Doesn't really look good enough, I'm afraid. He can do long throws. Henderson's now injured for 5 weeks, so we might need another player brought in. Maybe Okawoya is going to go out on the wide, out on the wing. We've only got 20 first team players, so we are going to need some more players brought in, maybe one or two. We've got £4,000 transfer budget left. And yeah, let's see what we can do. I don't want to, we might have to spend it all. Might end up with more players in than we thought. Callum Kavanagh, for example, we've had him in on trial a couple of times, and he looks like he might be quite handy. Ruggiero, is that off the ball because he runs away from the ball? It could be. It could be. It would explain a lot, wouldn't it? Declan says, I've started a Darlow save. I'm playing a very defensive 3-4-3. Join the club, Dan. Declan. Dan's on 55 months. Appreciate you, Dan. Very, very kind indeed. Thank you for that. Look at that. That is wonderful support. We've got a few lifers in, haven't we? Who've got pretty much the same. Let's see. Where's our left backs and left wing backs? We had Prince Achapom on trial, and it just doesn't look good enough. But I'm still like, maybe we just get Prince Achapom in. Like, I'm still wanting him to be good, even though attribute wise it doesn't look like he's going to be any good. Although it's also that thing of going, sometimes needs must, isn't it? Kasper Pasiek. What's he saying? Where's he come from? Scarborough and Hereford. Interesting. Mahmood. 5'9" is a centre midfielder. Jacob Jessup. Now he looks pretty quick. Possibly. Where have you come from? Chesterfield. Okay. Tyler Smith, of course, we knew all about because he was with us last season. But maybe we now have to go and find someone who's not the same player from last year. Although defensively, we weren't bad last year. It was goal scoring that was our problem last year. So yeah, so we've gone out and bought strikers. And there's still another striker that I want, but he wants too much money, so we're probably not going to get him. Big Church. Want to use him as a big target lump, but he's like, oh no, I'm an artist. I mean, he's not really, isn't he? So yeah, so he wants clearly a lot more money than I'm prepared to pay. So that's concerning. And Joe Nell, of course, well, he wanted far too much money. We had a look at him before. Dave Miller, where's he coming from? 5'6", bit of a playmaker midfielder. And Forest by Welling. Tobias Brennan, 5'4". We can't, can we? We just can't. Alex says, with the new UI, have you developed muscle memory for the game? I realized that I have without realizing it. Oh, yeah. I mean, look, everyone's going to do that, Alex, really, because you just get used to where things are, don't you? Whether you like it or not, you'll start to understand where things are, and you'll just move and click, and you'll be like, yeah, I'll go there. And yeah, it takes a bit of getting used to in the first instance, but eventually, you know, you might not like it, but eventually it does become second nature, almost in that sense. Kirill Malcolm. See, they're saying he looks very good, but I'm not sure why. Pacey goes down the right, cuts in from the left. It was a priority. Poor technique, poor heading. Likes big matches. Could be a League Two player. Who's bid from Guiseley? Declan, what's your prediction for the derby tomorrow? I would take a draw right now. Oh, we're not paying $1,000 for him. I'll take a draw. If it was offered to me right now, I'd take a draw. But there's always a possibility of us getting a win. But ultimately, the pressure's all on Newcastle, as it was when they came to our place. So the pressure on them, it's not on us at all. You know, we don't have to win; they have to win. So yeah, a draw's fine. A 1-0 win's absolutely fine. If we beat them 6-0, then that's also fine. But yeah, let's just wait and see, I suppose. Really, I think it'll be a tough game again. And then what happens is anyone's guess. Really, you can never really predict the derbies. They're always just a little bit. Like I just don't like them. I don't like them, to be honest. But it's what it is, isn't it? At the end of the day, they're unpredictable. Exactly, Rouge. Like, you know, form goes out the window, which is probably good because neither of us are in good form. I think we both take that. You know, they got spanked during the week, and then of course they'll be like, ultimately, if they lose, they'll say that it's been the least important game of their week. If they win, they give it the big one. If we win, you know, we're obviously happy, and they're like, oh yeah, you've only done that because you haven't had any other games to play. You know, it's your biggest game of the season, blah blah blah. And it's like, look, it's all just a bit. It's just a bit boring, isn't it? Like all the banter around it isn't particularly original, but just yeah, get it done, and then we'll see what happens after that. All right, so Pajiek has gone to South Shield, so we can't get him in. That's a shame, innit? Aberdeen could get relegated. Aberdeen could get relegated tomorrow. What? Really? I was under the impression that Aberdeen were meant to be quite good once they worked out that they were a real place, obviously, but so this is proof then, because when I was allegedly manager of Aberdeen, I made Aberdeen pretty poor. And I left before the possibility of them being relegated. So matters to some of the fans, but at the end of the day, it's still 3 points for a win like every other game. Exactly, Rougeau. And in Newcastle as well, lock up your horses, because Newcastle fans have previously punched horses following Derby Day defeat. Yeah, so they took it well. And I mean, you've got to be a certain kind of special to think, I'm just going to punch that horse, that'll show it. But that's some football fans, isn't it? Let's have a little look then at pre-season, see what we look like. Keeping bastard ball working, but getting the new signings dropping in as well. So playing Linlithgow. We do have a second tactic as well, which we probably need to have a little look at, which is a 4-4-2. The plan being for when we have some matches we want to kind of try and dominate. So we might change that up a little bit in the second half and see if we can go 4-4-2. Openda, good tackle. Oh, he's broken away. He has broke. He's gone a long way, hasn't he? Oh, penalty, ref. 90 seconds in. Come on. OGM. Doing, like, never in doubt, is it? Declan, St Mirren are 3 points behind us when they're playing them next week. So Aberdeen could get relegated, but St Mirren are 3 points behind. Are you? I will have to have a look at this. SPL league tables. God, yeah, it is, isn't it? So hang on. So Livingston are already down. Then Kilmarnock, St Mirren on 27, Aberdeen on 30, Dundee on 32, Dundee United on 34. God, that is worrying, isn't it? That is pretty bad. Build a Nation Scotland's back on, everyone. Okawoya, good cross in. Graham with a header. O'Grady Macken down the tunnel. I saw the Everton Chelsea result today. That was quite impressive. So that's that. Everton up to 7th now, isn't it? 3 points behind Liverpool. I saw their result as well. For the restraining order stopped you from managing Aberdeen. Yeah, there's quite a few restraining orders against us managing teams again, isn't it? I'm not sure about restraining orders, but certainly petitions. Yeah, Aberdeen, not even a real place, and they don't want us to go there. Neil Lennon could be St Mirren manager. I mean, that's a horrible thing to hear, isn't it? You don't want Neil Lennon anywhere near a football club, do you? East Fife was justified. East Fife was horrible, wasn't it? Sampdoria was harsh. What do we reckon was been the most depressing managerial visit? Was it East Fife, or was it any of the South America parts of the saves we've done? Because I feel it could have been them, you know. Oh, Llama's in. Evening, Llama. How are we? Welcome. East Fife 100%. Yeah, East Fife was grim, wasn't it? It was so bad. So bad. Oh, OGM. There we go. Llama, it's your boy. How are you, my friend? Welcome, welcome, welcome. Big shout, of course, by to Llama. If we haven't followed Llama before, you really should. You really should. Matt Blade, pleasure to see you, by the way, my friend. Hope you're good. Dan says, come to Suffolk. TJ Lowestoft needs some stability, and you're the expert at staying in divisions. I am, actually, to be honest. No one thought we'd ever say that they need TJ Ball. It's one of those things that once you've actually had it, you're like, oh shit, this is what we need, isn't it? How does OGM keep doing it? He's like the mailman. I don't know, Llama. I've got no idea. You're right. He shouldn't always do it, but he always delivers. He always delivers. Evening, Benny. How are you, buddy? Welcome in. Rujo says that South America was bad because you were sick of the save. It was a tough watch. Yeah, it was. It was. It always turned up at the wrong time, didn't it? Declan says, great podcast this week. Thank you, Declan. Appreciate that. You're doing a great job at reminding me to promote things, Declan. If you haven't followed the FM show this week, everybody, then why the devil not? Go and get on it. YouTube every single Thursday. Myself, Second Yellow Card, RDF Tactics, Cy Maggio. Talking all things Football Manager. Right, let's have a little nosy at this as a 4-4-2, shall we? Right, where are we? Where Thomas is going to go down there? Is he? Nope. We need to get a. Right, that'll do. Yeah, let's try that. Let's try that. Let's go 4-4-2, shall we? Any big signings yet? Asks Llama. Well, do you know what? We've had we've got a guy called Openda who's come from. He plays in Huddersfield in real life. We've brought him in on a pay as you play, and we brought this Thomas lad and Graham up top, who we'll show you in a second. They've both come in. Graham's come from Everton, and I don't know where Thomas has come from actually. Flick on. Oh, there he is. Braden Graham, Northern Irish striker, 23 years old. Disallowed. Dan says the Crystal Palace and the British Steel was class. It was, wasn't it? That was some of the best FMing we've done in a long, long time. Dave says, evening. How are you, pal? Benny, under the weather. Supposed to be at football, but lost me stomach and have a migraine. You've lost your stomach. Oh, dear. Check behind the sofa, mate. That's what you want me doing. I am very well, thank you, Dave. Very well indeed. Declan says, great episode of the Continental King from Llama this week as well. There you go. I haven't caught with this week's episode, so it's on my to watch list. There's Braden Graham. Makes it 3-0. Kevin says, OGM must have the hidden personal trait of always play a blinder. I think he does, doesn't it? That's a good finish from Braden Graham there. Oh, now have we got maybe... Oh. Where's Thomas? What would you say is the best you performed at a club during your FM stream, TJ? Oh, Corey Thomas makes it 4. What's going on here, everybody? Now, I know this is Lynn Lithgow, but Graham, what a ball that is. Coulson, Thomas, touch past the defender, into the empty net. What a lovely goal. What would you say is the best you've performed at a club during an FM stream, TJ? Not in terms of fun, but in terms of good management. I think, personally, I would struggle to look past the original appointment at Peterborough. The impossible dream. Keeping them up with 5 games to go. And then, of course, creating that Peterborough team and just to save itself. That's got to go. That's got to go up there, surely. Because I think had that gone badly, maybe we wouldn't be streaming all these years later. So I think it's got to be that. But then I also think if it wasn't the original Peterborough team, I think the other best one was that Celtic side. That Celtic side were ridiculous. We weren't just dominating the SPL, which of course you'd expect us to dominate, but we were battering like Barcelona in the Champions League and Atletico Madrid, Lazio, just like knocking goals left, right, and centre. And it was ridiculous that we had to leave, because I reckon we could have won the Champions League with that Celtic side. We won a European trophy with them, which was just, and it was never in doubt. Like, it was literally press kickoff and then wait for 8 goals to be scored every match. That side was just disgusting. So that was loads and loads of fun. But, you know, as Dan says, Larissa we built something there. We built something. And the way it ended was really quite sad. But we had a lot of fun with Larissa. You know, taking them from second division to being a team that's up there, thereabouts, and looking like a good side and worthy of being there. Like, yeah, that was mission accomplished, wasn't it? Openda looks like a big lad. He is a big lad. He's 6'3" worth of big lad. So he's come in from Huddersfield, Lama. 26 years old, determination of 19. Good mentals, I think, for a central midfielder. He's going to be on rotation with Devitt and with OGM. So he's in there. And then we've also brought in, so this is Braden Graham from Everton. Young lad, off the ball 18, pace 16, moves into channels, places shots, likes to beat the offside trap. So I'm interested to see how he works going forward. 600 quid wages as well. Pretty cheap. Corey Thomas here. Runs with the ball down the right. Pacey, 6'2". Again, determination. Not so much with the teamwork and the work rate, but a good centre forward. 650 quid also. Formerly of Filed. So yeah, not too shabby, I reckon. It's even got us in the position where I think that possibly Lehane is going to be third choice striker. And at 1.2 grand, I think we could maybe sort of like cash in. We have got some spare cash kicking around now. 3 grand to spend on a left back if we can find one. Dawson went, Coyley went. Yeah, some of the OGs, unfortunately, long gone. Who else has gone? Faxon, the goalkeeper, he's out there. So yeah, it's yeah, it had to be. We had to turn things around a little bit. Monkey, appreciate the hydrations. I'm afraid so, Larson, Lama. Dawson had to go. I felt so bad for it. Where's he gone? Has he gone somewhere else? Has someone picked him up? Like, thing is, mentally he was fine. Physically, he was fine. He just, every year was less goals. It was becoming less important. And for 1,100 quid, we needed to get the money in. He could still have done a job, but I just think that it was one of those ones where we can get two players for the price of him. And I think Graham and Thomas look like they're going to do okay going forward, I think. Where's the hierarchy? Where is the hierarchy? Where would it be? Clubs. Oh, dynamics. There we go. Hierarchy. So we've got Cooper's the leader. Highly influential players: OGM, Hamish, Sammy Robinson, Caden, and Lee Devitt. Important players: Lahane, McNamara, who's now the first choice goalkeeper, Braden Graham, and then others, sort of everyone else, really, to be honest. So, yeah, I think it's like Henderson wants to play more games, so does Taylor, but we've sort of given him a few more matches now. So 14 players very happy of the 20 we actually have. Most of the players have been at the club for a similar amount of time. A couple of contrasting personalities, which is fine. But I think we're going to be all right. We're going to be okay. How's basketball going? Asks Monkey. Do you know what? I like it. We're into season 7 planning, I should say. And I reckon now we've got a couple of better goal scorers. Hopefully we'll get some more goals, because defensively it works fine. It's just going to be interesting to see how we can push on and get the ball up the pitch. Oh, what's the media prediction? That's a good question, actually. Let's have a look. Season preview. Predicted fourth. Ballard Matthews up there for Guiseley. There's a player we were trying to sign as well. Now he doesn't have a contract. He's 6'2", gets the ball past the opponents, cuts in from the wing. Last year, he had 8 assists. It's 8 goals, 6 assists. No, it's not our Coulson, Lama. It's Coulson at South Shields, who we tried to get as well. So we didn't get him. See what we can. $2,000. Yeah, we can't afford $2,000 just yet. Sadly. Even Sean, welcome. Hope you're well. Where's our Coulson lad? Here's our Coulson. Yeah, John Coulson. He's wanted by Scarborough, but we're holding on just now. Declan says, my Cliftonville, I've made the Champions League. 4 games, 3 wins, 1 losses. Nice. Good work. Ian's casting a spell. Playoffs, here we come. Oh. Relegation playoffs? Is there a relegation playoff? I reckon if we start well, this is going to be the thing, isn't it? If we start well, then we've got a chance. I reckon if we're trying to claw our way back after a few games, then it's like we're already fighting against it, you know? The fact we've got some money available is good. Means we might be able to sort of like pull a player in every now and again with a little bit of extra cash. Jordan daft. I mean, would be daft not to sign him. Surely. Johnny Edgerly. Rovan Simmons, 6'6". What's SKN? St. Kitts and Nevis. I feel like Jordan Daft is the one, isn't he? Daft will fit in well around here. Exactly. Right. I know they want 600, but let's try nothing for now. And we can always negotiate. I mean, you don't have to be daft to work around here, but it helps. Literally, that's what we've got, right? I'm saying nothing. Oh, I'll say it. I'll say it, Rouge. I'm not against it. And I'll be posting it. Can we get that on a t-shirt? I think so. I think we have to. Oh, he's still in. Henderson's still injured. Let's take him out. So everyone seems to be pretty happy, don't they? Monkey. Oh, look at that. Monkey in on the sub. Thank you, my friend. Very, very kind indeed. Should we try that 4-4-2 again, shall we? See what we look like with let's see what we look like. So I'm going to be interested to see if we can play a proper 4-4-2. There we go. Right, let's see. Or are we just going to be stuck in that 3-4-3 with a back six essentially? Oh, here we go. We've got the rain. The rain's back, everyone. Oh, Pender floats it in. Taylor gets up. 90 seconds. We've already got ourselves a goal from a set play. But this is the problem with pre-season. It happens every single year. We look class in pre-season, and then we're burnt out by the time the season starts. And the fact we've only got 20 players means that we could well be burnt out by the time the season starts, because we haven't got enough of a squad to rotate. And certainly not anyone who's remotely decent. Hereford conceded after 11 seconds on Thursday. OGM again. Here's what an interesting thing then Tim, is it turns out that I work with one of the Hereford coaches. I didn't realise this. He's just started at my place, and it's like, I was like, oh, what are you up to? We're on this we had a training course on Thursday, and he's like, oh, I've got to drive to Derby. I was like, all right, what are you off to? He's, oh, football. I was like, okay, who's playing? He's like, oh, I'm coaching. So it turns out he's a coach for Hereford. So he went and did that, and I went to go and see the Wu-Tang Clan in Manchester. So who's the real winners? Clearly not Hereford if they conceded after 11 seconds. And they lost as well, apparently, from what I can understand. What's his name? Oh, I'm not going to out him on the internet, but safe to say that he is a genuine scout, a genuine coach. Sorry. What a finish by Graham that is, isn't it? Don't have many, so we can probably guess who it is. Probably. I was going to say, it's not a massive backroom staff, is it? Yeah, it's the one that had to be up in the morning. Graham, OGM. Oh, he's nearly done it again. Also, get this. Right, this is the bit that no one was really be expecting happening. Speaking of football coaches, guess who's been asked to join in with Elders Jameson's team next year in terms of in a coaching capacity? Spoiler alert, it's not Mrs. J. Jason straight with Mrs. J. Yeah. Do you know what? That would have made sense. That would have made more sense. Is it a Hereford coach? It is actually, yeah. We're bringing Bastard Ball to TJ's, to Elders J's team. Yeah. Scott, right. I know you only play 5-a-side, lads, but I want 6 of you in defence. Do you reckon they get to mid-table? I'm hoping a couple of games will be called off for bad weather and armour. Yeah, right. Listen here, lads. What we're going to do, this is called counter-attacking football, okay? If any of you have gone, if any of you even take a second touch, like, I want you doing laps of the pitch to apologise. Yeah, start for your own goal and run forward, or just kick it forward to the quick lad up front. If I see any of you trying to play out from the back, oh, so help me God. But yeah, I thought that was quite interesting. We had a conversation today, and I was just like, oh, use the kick, run, score. Yeah, exactly. I'll see if it works in real life. Possession is a crime. Yeah, possession doesn't win games. Corey Thomas. Offside, apparently. Sprint run goal, wasn't it? 43%? Yeah, showing off here, aren't we? Let's get Chubbinidze on. Have a look at him. And Jacob Render, let's take a look at you. Jacob Jessup, should we see what you're about? Declan says, second season, I got the semis of the Conference League, got battered off Dortmund. Well, it'll happen. It'll happen. Especially if you're Cliftonville as well. That's likely to happen, isn't it? Space and Jams in on the sub as well. 2 months. I appreciate that, my friend. Very kind indeed. OGM tries some distance again. And again. Oh! Llama. He's only gone and done it again. He just can't stop scoring. I mean, the keeper's helped him here, mind. Dungworth in goal. Definitely Dungworthy. Can we have a shit pre-season, a decent season just once? I know. Should we just skip pre-season from now on, Tim, so that we don't get this expectation? Oh, what a ball. Oh. TJ's got 4-4-2. What a pass this is from Brenda. When the defender lets him go. Oh, I'm almost starting to think this is going to be something we can do, isn't it? 24 shots. Far too many goals, yeah. That's another ball down the channel. Graham. Thomas. Oh, not a bad header. We're lacking a defensive midfielder who's providing a connection between the defence and the midfield. I mean, do we need one? I suppose when we're in midfield, in possession, then Douglas would probably step up there, wouldn't he? Oh, he's miles offside. Oh, yeah, he's offside, yeah. 5-0 appeal saying you need a central midfielder. It's crazy, isn't it? It's crazy. Yeah, but you're being overrun in midfield, though, TJ. That's the problem there. Like, yeah, I think we'll take this. This is probably fine, isn't it? I'm not used to this amount of goals. This is like a month's worth of league goals. Devitt makes it 6. Go on. And how many goals we had disallowed? 2. So it could have been 8. So essentially we're as good as Barcelona. Probably. I bet we haven't even conceded goals. Am I playing against my son's team? I think so. I don't think Bridlington are a great side by the looks of it. It's Corey Thomas on the drive again. Render. What a ball. Oh. Oh. OGM's there. Of course, OGM scores again. Like, he just bursts past the striker. That should have been Graham's ball. Graham should have been bursting through. Not OGM. 7-0. I'm calling it now. This is far too attacking. What on earth are we playing at? This lot are shite. 36 chances. I love that play for set pieces. Yeah. That'll do. That's absolutely fine, I guess. So Braden Graham and OGM both got 10. Yeah, I think it's time to panic now. And 600. Right, let's at least negotiate. Right, okay. So 4-4-2 looked all right in that match then. But we obviously we don't want to use that all the time, do we? Scarborough on EF. We weren't fussed on him. But Callum Kavanagh, though. Do you know what? See if he wants that. 700 quid on a 3-year deal. Let's see if Callum Kavanagh fancies it. Daft off to negotiate. I've not seen that. That's good. Yeah. Oh, what was that? There was another one I've just seen there as well that works out. Darlington chasing Daft loan deal. Altering want Chris Parton. Don't know much about him, but he's a left back, so. East Leigh want Kavanagh as well. Where at East Leigh? Are they a National League? Oh, they're South. All right, go on, just right. Have the 6. Okay. Right. Now, look, Achimpong. I've just. How much does he want? 1,400 quid. Oh, it's too much, isn't it? Like, he might end up working better than his attributes, but let's Doesn't like big games. He's not composed. But I do like the fact that he's got that competitive streak in there. He's gone on trial, so take a look at Keane Wren. Who's Keane Wren? Formerly of Everton. All right, okay. Who do I support? I'm a Sunderland fan, Harrison. Darlington 13-2. That means we're like up and about near the top. Chenonzo Brown. Look at Chenonzo Brown. Who's after him? Peterborough, Plymouth, Wednesday. Oh, 6'7". I mean, he's not going to come here, is he? Oh dear. I love the fact that they're still saying like Odion Tambwe can come back. He can do the Gabby. He can have the Gabby Large experience. Who wants him? Barrow, Cambridge, and Mansfield. They can have him. Let him go somewhere else, play really well, and we can just be like, oh well, you know, he never came back. What's Alex Parvin? What would Alex Parvin want to come back, do you reckon? Keith Bray, box-to-box midfielder. Hello, Keith Gray. Gonna check on St Mirren. I mean, I can, but it's not really worth it because we play without Jimmy Maskin on Declan, so you wouldn't really see anything, to be honest. And we've not got the Scottish League loading either, so you wouldn't be able to tell. Not that you can tell in this game anyway as to what's actually happened during the course of history or whatever. So it's not really worth it, to be honest. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Evening, Hank. How are we? Welcome in. Welcome in, friend. Hope you're well. Happy Saturday. Saturday. Hope everyone is good. Oh, look at this. We've got the entire team in. Katie's here. Alice is here. Now we're talking. All of the WFM show are here. Hope you're all well. And if you're not following the WFM show, make sure you do, everybody. It's an incredible piece of content. Out every other Monday. It's a crossover episode, says Isaac. Do you know what? We've done it before. We'll do it again. We will do it again. How are we, team? First season of the Succession save went well-ish. I was saddled with the financial burden of Alice's lack of restraint. You're not the first person, Hank, and you won't be the last. That's for certain. That's how Alice manages. Reckless abandon. Fixed it at the cost of 2 or 3 of our team being non-contracted players. I mean, look, we need to... Yeah, Katie's already withdrawn from this going, it's just too much, I'm out. Yeah, no, do you know what? I'm excited to see how this goes. I'm excited to see how this goes. So, Succession saves could be fun. And I think between the three of you, I think there's certainly enough to have a go on there. So very, very excited to see what happens. So welcome in Raiders. We're currently in Darlington, the 7th season of the National League North. We haven't been promoted in any of the seasons. We've just the 4-4-2 is our backup tactic, Isaac. Normally we play bastard ball, which is this. It's 3-4-3 in possession, but it's essentially 6 at the back out of possession, and it's counter-attacking, and it just smothers teams. But I wanted to have a second idea of do we have a 4-4-2 just in case we have to attack at any point this season. So we're testing this out in pre-season just to see what it looks like. And last match we won 8-0. So partly due to the quality of the opposition we faced rather than the actual abilities of the tactic. But yeah, I mean 8-0, that you can't teach that, can you? That's 8-0, isn't it? Just in case we need to play actual football. From time to time it has been something that has to be considered suspect, but most of the time I try and avoid it. Right? In case of emergency, break box. That's where we are now. Evening, Goodyear. Welcome in, my friend. That's just 8-0, isn't it? It's just 8-0, I would 8-0 to be them, whatever it is. Jack, well, who'd have thought Neil Lennon's Dunfermline are in the Scottish Cup final at Hampden? Semi-final, sorry. Nobody would have thought that. Nobody would have thought that, Jack. But you've got to be happy with it. So at the minute, this is about right. This amount of possession is what we want. 30, it's getting a little bit too high now. We're almost showing off. Now, in the last 2 pre-season matches, we were already leading after 90 seconds. So this feels like a very, very different match. 12 minutes in, we've given the ball away. Right, here comes Render. Brings the ball out. He's running a fair distance. Oh, come on, Braden Graham. You've got to hit the target from there. Jackson's back playing FM24, loving it, enjoying the FM26 save. Yeah, look, 24 is good. We know 24 is good. 26, if you're in and you're enjoying the save, 26 is fine. But we know it's not the game. Shots. 12. Have you considered Italy? Feel like the tactic is meant for that? I always consider Italy. Space Jam. It's one of my absolute favourites. I'm a child of the 90s. Well, the child of the 80s, really, to be honest, but grew up watching Italian football in the 90s, so 1-0s are beautiful. Coulson suffered a bruised shin. We're going to get you off then, don't we? We're going to have you playing through with that. So what, let's go back to bastard ball. It's not having not attacking when we don't have to. Have the dollar board started to lose patience with you, or are they still appeased? Do you know what, Ank? They are worryingly happy with what I'm doing. They are like, this is all great. Like, this is brilliant, TJ. Like, I can't believe you haven't been doing this all the time. And I find that concerning, personally. I thought that they would have wanted better. Turns out their standards are incredibly low. which is good for me, you know. So they're edging. Well, but maybe no proof. We can't prove, but also can't deny. Right, so Alex Parvin's comeback has just come on. We had him on loan a couple of seasons ago, so it's a return to the club on trial. See if we can get him re-signed. But we'll see. But we're now back to the defensive setup we like. So here's Openda, brought in from Huddersfield on a free. Balls at the top. There's Corey Thomas. Oh, we've got to finish it. Surely. Space Jams, if you consider scoring less goals. That's what the Dollar board have asked. We couldn't score many more less than we tried last season. But defensively, we were very good last season. Just, yeah, we may have struggled to put the ball in the net. There's OGM. Nice ball. Parvin. Get your head up. Oh, come on. Thomas, you've got to be putting these in. Right. Let's get him off. Lehane can go back on. That's big misses, that. In hindsight, maybe we shouldn't have brought off Braden Graham. Let's make another couple of changes to have a look at some players. Here's Render. Tease it back up for Bray. Oh, own goal. That'll do. Own goal's good enough. It counts. Look how unmarked Bray is. And then the defender on the line just goes, I'll just head that in my own net, actually. What's my prediction for the Carabao Cup final? I think it'll be boring. That's my prediction for the Carabao Cup final. Nobody cares about the Carabao Cup. It's less important than the Charity Shield. And whoever wins it is definitely not going to have an open top bus ride around their city. Surely not. Newcastle did, yeah. Newcastle did because they're pathetic. And it was embarrassing, wasn't it? Yeah. You know, Birmingham City didn't when they did it. Swansea didn't do it when they did it. Or maybe they did, and if they did, that's the level you're talking about. But yeah, as for the derby tomorrow, I'm going with a draw, but deep down I still suspect Sunderland might win it 1-0. Yes, crossed. Lehane's ball through. If Dan Burn was the reason I won a trophy, I might have to have a bus ride around the city. But why? Like, Dan Burn's just a bit crap, isn't he? He's from Blyth, he's dead tall. Right, and your point being, he's not actually any good, though. You know, if you've got £100 billion to spend, Dan Burn's not the player you buy, is it? Yeah, but Sam Fender plays from here as well, mind. Yeah. Parvin back inside. Oh. Our fans glitching from one seat to the next. Am I crazy? I don't really know. I'm not picking it up on mine. It might be, but I'll be honest, Isaac, I don't really pay a lot of attention to what's going on the screen. I should. In terms of football management, I have very, very little input on this. My role in the stream is merely as the conductor of the fun bus. What happens on the pitch? There's barely any effort from me goes into what happens. So I'll take the plaudits as and when they come, and they come rarely. And I'll also take the blame. That comes more regularly. But I also couldn't tell you how or what I've done. I just work here. Yeah, that's literally it. That's literally it. Yeah. Don't ask me. I've been here a few years. I've got no idea what really happens. Come on then. Callum Kavanagh's going in. It's another attacking option for the bench. Former Bradford player. Look at this. Plays all across the midfield. Can play up front as well. Cuts in from the inside. I think Lehane's days are numbered at the club. He looks old for 27. Yeah, he's got proper footballer face, hasn't he? Which is like basically they've aged badly. Yeah. I'm looking at Lehane now thinking he's not really good enough, but he scored 17 goals last year. But he's on 1,200 quid. He's out of contract next year. Do we get him gone? It feels mad, doesn't it, to like think let's just get rid of our two top goal scorers in the same window. All right, Jordan Daft's coming in. So we've made a Daft signing. Daft loan completed. Hey, Real Diego, how are we? Is it the first stream this week? No, I streamed Monday, but I obviously wasn't about yesterday. Well, I was in the house, but I was just knackered. I'd been away with work Wednesday and Thursday, and then Wu-Tang Clan Thursday night, and Friday was just like, by the time the kids had gone to bed, I was just done. So I was like, I can't stream, I'm afraid. So today we're back in tonight. So we'll have a bit of fun tonight. Let's actually left back. Let's put Daft in. And then we'll put Devitt in the midfield. Then we'll drop back to our current side, I think. What's Kavanagh's trade? It cuts in from the left. Cuts in from the left, right? Okay. What does Coulson do? Coulson's a left footer only, isn't he? He comes deep to get the ball. Okay. Let's try. No, let's keep it like that for now. And do that. Is this the league game, is it? Oh, that's not, no. Okay, so Ratcliffe and then Chelmsford, Macclesfield and Alfreton. That's us starting the league campaign. What do we think then? Are we ditching Lehane before the season starts? Even 33, how are you, buddy? Let's get rid of this guy. Chubinidze. He's not really done what we want. Alex Parvin. Now, is this just... That's what we're looking for, like sort of rose-tinted glasses. Excuse me. Is it rose-tinted glasses with Parvin? Determination 16. Dribbling and crossing is good. Acceleration's good. That's another option out wide, isn't it? I think you've summed up exactly how I feel, to be honest, as well. 33. Nerves are kicking in. Dreading tomorrow. I don't like the derby. I don't like the derby games. They're awful. Fearing the worst, but very well. Look, I don't know if I'm fearing the worst, because look, the way that I look at it, right? All the pressure's on them. There's no pressure on us at all. Yeah? If we lose, fair enough. You know, they've got a squad that's more expensive than us. If they lose, then they go, oh yeah, but we played Barcelona. They're the ones that have all the excuses. We don't have any excuses. We just go, this is where we're at. Yeah. It's not an issue, is it? Yeah, it's going to be crap if we do lose, but let's just go with it as it is. Maybe I'm just trying to convince myself it'll be fine. Maybe. I don't know. But yeah, I don't like the derbies either. They're horrible, horrible things. Right, we've offered Lehane out. Okay. We sort of went, right, look, as pointed out by Kevin on YouTube there, if you're not going to play him, get him out, get the wages back in the boardroom. So we can think about that. And we can always then buy another striker if needs be. Yeah. But yeah, if it's 1,200 quid wages and we've got two strikers who are earning 1,400 between them, then yeah, we might as well get rid of them. Jack Taylor with a header. Devitt's corner. Oh, there is a bit of glitching in the fans. Isaac was right. Isaac was right. Good spot, Isaac. Sorry, that sounded patronising. It wasn't meant to sound patronising. I just realised my intonation when I spoke. I was like, well done, well done. Certainly wasn't meant to come across like that. Good challenge by Devitt. So we are back into bastard ball, by the way, not 4-4-2. What a ball that is. Go on, Braden Graham. You've got to finish. How's he missed it? Oh. El Diego says, season 7, what's the board and the fans' confidence like? So the board and the fans are fine. They're happy enough. They're both pleased. Media expect us to finish 4th this season. So that's interesting. I love that. We're surprisingly ahead given that we're struggling to get shots in. We've had 9 shots. They've not had any shots. I would say that's more shots than them. 9 is a lot more. 9 is 900% more shots. What league are we in? Asks Gaming Dan. I'm in National League North, Dan. I've not been promoted ever in this save. So we're still where we started off. Oh, what incredible defender that is. We got to the playoffs once, and that was it. And every other season's been mid-table obscurity, which is, yeah, it's one of those. But we're not playing to, it sounds silly, we're not playing to win. We're not looking to, like, you know, find a meta tactic or try and sort of, like, break the game. We're going, okay, what's a realistic way of having this save and getting it done? And, you know, who's going to crack first, me or the computer? And we don't know is the answer, really. If we're being brutally honest, we don't really know. 4th is interesting. Every confidence at TJ Ball. Every confidence. Lama, the goal of the save is to finish in all 24 points in the for positions in the Vanarama North. Do you know what? I could do that, you know. That could be a thing. FC United team is top of League One, so happy. Oh, there you go. See? Am I a Darlington fan? No. I'm a Sunderland fan. Darlington's just close enough to where I live. And I didn't want to be York, so Darlington were more of a challenge. It's over the top. Go on, Coulson. You can get on that. Puts the cross in. Graham, good save again. He's become less of a Darlington fan over the course of the save. Do you know what? You're probably right there, Hank. And the Darlington players have stopped coming in now, so that even they are, they've lost faith now. Oh, it's 1-1. Who's my team? Newcastle. Oh God, no, Dan, no, Sunderland. Speaking of over the top, TJ, what are your best and worst Sly Stallone films of all time? Ooh, now that's... Oh dear. Right. That's an interesting one, isn't it? That's not something I give a lot of thought to. So let's do that now. Let's start giving it some thought. What would I have as the Sly Stallone? I think Rambo's got to be up there. For me, Rambo has to be talked about. I think that's got to be a thing. First Blood. Yeah, definitely First Blood. Definitely First Blood. That's making an assumption that Stallone has made a good film. I'm also going to put... what else have I seen Stallone in? That's the thing. Good. Copland is very good. I don't think I've seen Copland. Ian and Franco, welcome in. Welcome in. It's like I went by accent. It's like asking a Scouse if they support Liverpool. Yeah, okay, that's true. But I'm not from Newcastle though, so that's the only thing. I get that you went with North East. You got the North East bit right, but yeah, the wrong side of the river, I'm afraid. And to be fair, it's like asking most people if they're a Liverpool fan, particularly if they're Irish or Norwegian. Am I right? But yeah. Yeah, no, I'm the other side. On the other side. Some would say the better and certainly more morally acceptable side. I haven't seen Copland. Is this a film I've got to go and have a look at? Is it? Talk to me about Copland. In fact, you know what? While this is on, we're not bothered about what's going on the thing. It's just pre-season and it's just Football Manager, so it's not even remotely important. Copland. Let's have a read of what's gone on. Wikipedia should help us here. Copland is a 1997 American crime drama written by James Mangold. It's got Sylvester Stallone, Harvey Keitel, Ray Liotta, and Robert De Niro. Of course it has, because all of those films have those people in. The only thing it hasn't got is Stephen Graham as a Scouse cop. The plot: a small town of Garrison, New Jersey, is home to a cadre of corrupt police officers from the NYPD's 37th Precinct. Exploiting a loophole to live outside the city as auxiliary transit cops, Donlan and his men are effectively untouchable by internal affairs and are further protected by the local sheriff. Having lost his hearing in one ear while rescuing a woman from the Hudson River as a young man, Heflin is unable to fulfill his lifelong dream of joining the NYPD. Oh, God. Already I'm starting to think this is just, like, is this not just all films? Yeah? They all sound very similar now, don't they? Is this safe to span FM versions? It's not meant to span FM versions. It might, due to my own incompetence, to be honest. Yeah, I'm not very good at the game, and I don't really try particularly hard. Judge Dredd. Now there's a thing. There's a thing. Escape to Victory. Yeah, I might go with Judge Dredd as a one that I like, actually. John Spartan, they call him, isn't it? Is it John Spartan they call him in that one? And Wesley Snipes is definitely in Judge Dredd, isn't he? I have made these mistakes before, and it's been led to... That was Demolition Man. Oh, okay. See what I mean about like making some faux pas. So hang on. So is he in Demolition Man then? Because if it is, I'll say that's a good one. Yeah. He's in Demolition Man. Yeah, right. Fuck it. Demolition Man's a good one. Yeah, all right, cool. Right, we're on board with Demolition Man. That's cool. Stallone played Judge Dredd in Judge Dredd. That's what I thought. I thought that was a possibility, but let's give it a. So what we got? So we've got Rocky. We've got Rocky 4 was already mentioned. Rambo First Blood and Demolition Man. I don't think we can go too far wrong with that, to be honest. Tango and Cash cliffhanger. Cobra. Second for Tango and Cash. Have I seen Tango and Cash? I will have done, won't I? Do we do other games outside of, or do I do other games outside of streams? What, like in this save, Dan? If it is, then no. We literally play this. Like all of this save is done on stream, so you won't see any. So none of it gets done off stream. So I don't do like transfers or, you know, pre-season, as you can see. None of that's done off camera. Do we play other stuff off stream? Yes. I've got a pro wrestling sim thing going on at the minute, which may or may not become a YouTube thing. Don't know. We've done City Skylines on stream. That's been quite fun. We might put Pokemon Pokopia on tomorrow night. We might, depending upon whether I can hook the Switch 2 up. In Cobra, he played a tough, uncompromising cop that didn't play by the rules. What a shocker. What a shocker. If you haven't seen Tango and Cash, just watch Lethal Weapon, Die Hard, or Beverly Hills Cop. All the same. I must have seen Tango and Cash at some point. I must have done. Thing is, I'm not into like action films and stuff. I'm really into like sort of course I'm really into pretentious art house cinema, because of course I am. You know, but like action films and just, you know, just all that stuff. Nah, I'm not bothered with. I don't need it. I get it though. Some people need the testosterone. I'm all right, thanks. Is there a player you're worried about leaving? No, not really. Not really. I'm in like National League North. Players are gonna leave. I love Amelie Rougeau. What a film that is. Stunning piece of cinema. Gladiator. I mean, that's pretty blockbuster. Yeah. Amelie is, it's a work of genius. Rougeau. It's one of my top films. Like if you to recommend something to someone, just be like, have you seen Amelie before? Hayden, am I worried about Sunderland's form this year? No, not really. Like, if anything, I'm surprised we're as high up in the league as we are. So we were expected to be relegated. Of course we're gonna hit a bit of a wall. Like, fine. We've got 40 points. Should be enough to stay up. That's what the expectation was at the start of the season, or the hope at the start of the season. So yeah. It's all right. It's all good. Off topic, is that your partner's setup behind you, or do you have two setups? No, that's my workstation for day job. So yeah. No, I've got this set up here, then that's for day job. Different question from the TJ. What is your movie kryptonite? For me, it may well be chocolat. So kryptonite is the things that make me hurl and like I hate. Is that right? Yeah. Musicals. doing musicals. It's just horrible. But then I'll always be able to sort of be like, oh, do you know what? Yeah, there's one film in that genre that I'll like. You know, because I could argue that South Park the movie is a musical. Doesn't really need much of an argument, of course, you know. I thought you'd be a theatre kid. Well, no, I am. But not like Amdram theatre. Look, I am pretentious, Ank. I am pretentious. Right, Daft's got to get 6, 7, Annie. Because there probably is some stuff that I like, but I can't think from the top of my head as to sort of like what I'd be like. Do you know what? I want a bit of that. Do I have a highlights channel? No, I don't, Dan. I should do, but I don't have the time to sit and edit all this nonsense into something. And I tried to get Chris, our podcast editor, to do it, and he just went, I don't even know where I'm supposed to start with this. So if somebody wants to edit the highlights of this into a thing and make that as a channel, feel free. Feel free. Like, you are more than welcome to chop this nonsense up and put it into a package and go, there we go. It should have a stream channel. I do. It's called YouTube. It's literally, we're streaming on YouTube right now. So all of the streams are on YouTube. So you can go back and watch everything in its entirety. Do I like musicals when they're not movies? Is it an issue with it being musical or bad adaptation? Do you know what? I'm going to counteract my argument straight away. I don't mind the actual idea of musical. Moulin Rouge, for example. Brilliant. Right? Superb. I just think that I've probably really got to be in the mood for it. And I don't think I'm ever... the chance of me being ready to watch The Greatest Showman is quite small. Like, but if I'm in that mindset and it's on and it's like, and it's banging, then cool, let's watch it. But the chance of me wanting to sit down and watch that or watch something else, the something else usually wins. Like, you know, but I don't know, maybe I prefer it more in a theatre setting because it's real and it's live. Have I seen the release of Hamilton? I've not seen any of the Hamilton stuff. Apparently that's meant to be very good, but oh, go on. Okawaya, back post. Blazing Saddles was a musical. Was it? Let me have a look. Blazing Saddles classed as a musical. Comedy or Western. I need to go back and watch Blazing Saddles then. I wouldn't have put that as the same as, like, you know, what's it called? Not Little House on the Prairie, the other one. Where they're running through the meadow. The Sound of Music. That's definitely musical, isn't it? From what I've heard, Hamilton's meant to be class. I've got a mate of mine. In fact, I've got two mates of mine who are really, really into it. And none of us have spoken about musicals before. But they're like, this is the best thing I've seen. And I'm like, okay. And I actually quite value and respect their opinion on stuff. The Producers, there we go. Yes, The Producers is probably more of a musical, yes. Because the premise of the show is definitely musical. And The Producers is also mint as well. That's a good point as well. See, there's always one film or two films that just get through, isn't there? Did they escape the Nazis in the Little House on the Prairie? No, they didn't. No, the Nazis caught them up. And then buried them under the house on the prairie, I believe. I may not have seen two films at once. I'm not sure, Llama. I'm not sure if I got that one right. Would I rather live in Turkmenistan or Eritrea? Oh, I mean, neither of them sound great, do they? What's the... Okay, if you're from the Turkmenistanian or Eritrean tourism board, could you give me some pros or cons for either of them? I've not really been Googling much on them, to be honest. What's my FM all-time high? I mean, the one that we talked about in the stand-up show was Blythe Spartans getting to the Champions League and winning the Champions League, but more importantly, I went an entire game cycle without getting sacked. That's probably my biggest high. I've been in Eritrea, former Italian colony. Look, feels like it's stuck in the 1930s. Oh, cool. Might do there then. Now, stuck in the 1930s in terms of how it looks or in terms of its thought process and the way that it speaks to people? Because that's two different things, isn't it? You know, it can look 30s. That's quite cool. But 30s attitude towards people, that could be backward, couldn't it? Turkmenistan is closer to Azerbaijan. We do have a bit of Azerbaijani connection, don't we? So, feels like it's abandoned since the 30s. Again, I've been to Blythe. Three-one. I can't believe we've got a Pender either, to be honest. It's quite a signing on a free transfer as well. Also, as well, in relation to some of the comments about AI tools editing highlights, there are AI tools, but good luck them trying to work this out. And also, as well, it's the environmental issue of using AI for work that humans should really be doing. AI shouldn't be taking over creativity. Spartans are having one hell of a resurgence this year in real life. They're looking like they're back up on the up again. They won today as well, didn't they? We have a human editor to bother. We do, Hank, but I mean, you know as well as I do. We've given this to Chris to edit before, and he's just shook his head. I don't think the robots could understand this either. Oka Warrior, great cross in. Coulson goes up. Do I hate watching Newcastle? God, no, I'm not watching Newcastle. No. I try and ignore Newcastle as much as possible in the hope that they'll just go away. Chris looking at streams like maybe I want to be replaced by AI. 4-1. We're not sure how Chris is hanging on to his sanity, to be fair. I think Chris drinks heavily. Costas has asked Newcastle in the Championship. I don't know. Hopefully. Hopefully. I mean, this defensive football is pretty offensive, right? 37% possession, 4 goals. Daft's on a 6-3. I think he takes a copious amount of everything to get to where he's at. There's no other logical explanation, is there? Any shocks in this save? I don't really know, because you don't really get any notification, do you, on the game? So not really sure what's happened in the world, to be honest. We've just kept ourselves into National League North, so we're not that fussed as to what's going on outside of there. We might find out what happens in the National League in about 50 years when we get promoted. So, yeah, no idea. No idea, I'm afraid. The shock is us getting promoted. Dan's right, you know. In fairness, this is enough of a shock. 4 goals. I don't think we scored 4 goals last season. 3-0 was our biggest win last season. And this one, match day 1, 4 goals. Look at that. Let them have the ball. Strike when you need to strike. Give up all the opta. Let them have all the optas. Top of the table after 1 match. Ring the bell. Some would say a surgical performance. They would. They would, Rougeau. Do I miss the Prozone data? Not really. Like, okay, in a sense, yes. I like looking at it. Didn't fully understand it. Will it change how we play the game? Maybe, but I don't know. I don't know. I've just kind of look. We've all got used to what's happened now with FM26. Things are in front of us. You just play what you play with, right? I think if I was that bothered, I'd have gone back to an older version and just stuck with that. But you know, this version's here now. It's not going anywhere. The next time this version won't be around is FM27. So, all right, let's keep our eyes on Toure as he goes to South Shields. Can we check his team? Charlie Kirk plays for. He's dead. He got shot in the neck, didn't he? Also, no. Oh, Charlie Kirk, the footballer. I still know. I don't know who Charlie Kirk is. He plays for Altrincham. Oh, it's still no. At least have a context for now why I'm saying no. Like, okay, you know, I don't think we've not come across him. I don't think. Maybe we have. If we have, he's really not left a lasting impression upon us. I could introduce you. I could let you listen to the Hives instead if you want. Yeah, that probably seems fair, doesn't it? Have I considered signing Charlie Kirk? No. I mean, well, do you know what? I tell a lie. I've considered it just then, and then I went, do you know what? Nah, probably not. What areas do we need improving? I mean, probably another right back. If Sammy Robinson gets injured, we don't really have a right back. Goalkeeper, in case our keeper gets injured, when our goalkeeper gets injured. We could just do a strength and depth, to be honest. We've got 21 players, I think, which is, not a lot, given the amount of games we've got to play. Oh, he's gone. He's off. Charlie Kirk's a right winger. He should be. Off the line. You've seen Coulson on multiple FM versions. I think he's a new gen, so I don't think you will have seen him. You know, he's I think he's like 18 or something on this. So it'll be a different Coulson. Don't make us tap the sign. Is it time to go? Oh, we have to. Tell you what, let's 4-4-2 it. Yeah, let's 4-4-2 it for now. Agent Coulson, different. Yeah, that's the one. Oh, there you go. That's us down. Coulson is a no-nonsense NYPD cop who got lost one ear. Okay, well. Oh, this is a bit concerning. I don't think you're the only one who's had that Dias, but loads of people don't get anything. So some people get crashes, some people don't. Oh, that's a penalty, surely. Bacon sandwich for supper. Oh, lovely. You filthy animal. Love it. OGM. Where do you Llama, here's a question, right? Where do you stand on royal blood? I'm going to presume your answer is somewhere like the neck. You like them? Good, good. I was hoping that you would, but I do think that them two themselves are pricks, but their tunes are good. It's good lifting tunes. That's where I am, Rougeau. Yeah, the tunes are good, but he's an arsehole. But yeah, it's good for like if you're in the gym and you're like lifting heavy things and you're like whack a bit of this on. That'll get me pepped up. If I don't want to go as heavy as Slipknot. Graham, here's Coulson. In general, like any band that makes music sounds like it could be a wrestling intro. And there's a lot of that, isn't there? Corey Taylor singing SpongeBob is a pure delight. I've not heard that. Is that 90s pop star Kavanagh you've signed to play the right wing? It is. It is, Llama. Well spot. I'm glad you got the reference there. Actually, let's go 4-4-2 now, shall we? Let's try that. Corey can sing literally everything. Some of his Stone Sour stuff was great. Yeah, Corey Taylor's voice is incredible. He can make you feel good. He can. He really can. You just got to ask. Right, let's pop Lehane on. No, Corey Thomas. Let's go. Thomas rather than Lehane. If I get all the references, does that make me old? Yeah, if you get the references I'm getting, then yes, you're definitely on the older side of the fence, Sean. But welcome back in. Have I seen live games this season? Yes, I've been to. So I was at the Leeds game, the Man City game, Liverpool game. I think I'm going to Tottenham, but I've got to wait and see because they've moved it to 12 o'clock on a Sunday. So that might be a concern. No, not. That's fine. Right. Come on, away we go. Get the ball back up front, lads. Thomas in. Graham! There you go. Oh, best match or favourite match I've been to. Well, last season I went to the playoff semi-final against Coventry at the Stadium of Light with the last second goal, I should say, sorry. That was class. Wembley was mint, beating Sheffield United. Historically, I mean, we beat Chelsea 4-0 at Stadium of Light. Kevin Phillips scoring that volley was an incredible goal. So yeah, that was quite good. Shout out to Tommy Watson. Big TW, Ank. Yeah, he already agreed to sign for Brighton as well. Would I consider buying a Darlington shirt? Maybe. Was Wes Brown and John O'Shea good? They were. I'm not a massive fan of either of them really, but they were. They did very well in the circumstances. Yeah, I prefer the model we've got now of not buying old Man U players, but yeah. It worked. This could be the season, says Llama. Oh. There's a bit of belief starting to creep through. Do we like Keane as the manager? King was good. Got us promoted from being sat bottom of the Championship to the Premier League. So yeah, he was good. But as with every manager, they're there for long enough, and then they have to go somewhere else. No legs has seen class matches, seen us at Wembley twice, won a cup final and penalties. The year after losing it was amazing. I mean, I went to see Sunderland when they lost on penalties to Charlton years ago in the old Wembley. That wasn't fun. 4-4 and then losing at penalties, that's not great. Sean, multiple posts talking positively about actual football and the save. Am I drunk? I know I think it's a simulation, Sean, is what we need to think. It's not, this is not the experience that everyone's having, I don't think. right, let's keep ourselves as... Let's bring Openda out. Put Devitt back in. So Openda costs us 800 quid a game, I think, which is worth it, but... You lost at what? You lost at Wembley when Newcastle were there. When was that? 1904. Oh, Newcastle mustn't have obviously been at Wembley. They can burn Wembley to the ground for all I care. I can see why you might think that, Matt. You know. Sean says, worst game for me, 3-0 down after 20 minutes in the League Two playoff final in 2010. Naki Wells in League Two was a cheat code. I remember that. He was good, wasn't he? Lost in 2023. Newcastle fans couldn't go to their final because Man United came to ours. I'm confused. I've not even got any idea what is going on here now. You're throwing a beach ball around. Hang on. Right, no legs. Who do you support? Because I'm trying to work out what game this is. I've got Newcastle, Man United, and none of those teams are yours. And now there's a beach ball going on. I'm like, what game happened? Can I get a physical sign to tap? I'll get like a no backseating sign to tap, yeah. I'm not getting a, welcome to Black Meadows sign. And also, do you know what? Here's the thing as well, right? If there's a football team's badge on the floor, do you know what? Do you know what I'm doing? I'm walking over it. Yeah, I'm walking right through it. I'm not walking around it, yeah? Walking right the way through it. Oh, your Gateshead. All right, okay. But now it makes sense. Now it makes sense. Good ball back to the post. Braden Graham. Here we go. If they didn't want me to step on it, it'd be on the wall. Exactly, Costas. Exactly. And any player that walks around it is a fanny. There. Said it. It's not about respect. Oh, I'm not walking on the badge out of respect. Nah, fuck off. If anything, what I'd do is I'd probably just bum shuffle over it. Wipe my arse on it. That would go viral, definitely. You've seen the moment when TJ bum shuffled across the floor over that club's badge. Like a dog with worms. Yep, that's what I'd do. I'm going to do it to all the oppositions for Eldest Jameson's teams next year. Has he just backheeled the ball away? Would I be up for a moonwalk across the crest? 100%, yeah. Yeah. Why are you in a football stadium without trousers on would be my question. Look, Llama, I'll say what I said to you, the same as I said to the police. You can't wear trousers all the time, right? It's not practical. It's unhygienic, if anything. Coulson thinks about it. Oh, goes past his man. Oh, GM's through. Of course he is. Llama. He's only gone and done it again. YouTube friends, we've currently got Roy Keane playing on the background music, by the way. OGM is the thinking man's large. I get 36% possession, 10 shots. We are getting forward too many times for being a counter-attacking side. Far too many. What was my first FM? The very first one. Well, the first, it was Champ Man. In fact, it was before that. It was Kevin Toms was my first Football Manager. I'm a full-on OG, Dan. And then some, actually. I'd have been what? I'd been 13 when the first Champ Man came out. Actually, no. 12. We have this debate all the time, don't we, about the killers as well, don't we? They are good. Have we done a YouTube series, Let's Play series? I've started YouTube series, but I never. It's timing. I never get around to editing them all, and then I just play through them. But yeah, there's a YouTube channel. Or go on the YouTube channel. There's stuff there. There's the stand-up show on there. There's all these back streams are on back streams, previous streams. You can see not sure if all the Larissa stuff's on there. Maybe it is. If it's not, we should have really done a wrap up with Larissa. We didn't do one, unfortunately. Ang fake fan didn't even play the old play-by-post football sim back in the old magazines. I have you know I did. Thank you. And you're aware of this now as well. I've been watching the WFM show. I caught up with all this. Yeah, but yeah, don't you come out and rumble me. Yeah. Any of these teams you played in the first 3 matches any good? It's a good question, isn't it? Because I mean, we're 3 for 3. Have we played Chelmsford, Macclesfield, and Alfreton? So Chelmsford have expected 14th. Macclesfield are expected to finish 2nd. And who was the other one? Alfreton 17th. I think Hereford got promoted, actually. So yeah, Macclesfield expected to finish 2nd, and we beat them 2-0. So booking the open top milk float. I think we probably can, you know. I think we probably can. Do we get sacked if we don't reach the playoffs? Nah, probably not. I think we're fine. Three wins out of 3. This is youth player poached by Blackburn. All that green's making me feel uneasy. Same. Well, there you go. Hamed Kamate has gone. At least we get some money for him. It's quite interesting we're getting all of our wins out the way early doors this season. Rather than having to try and get them at the end of the season. Be like, right, get them now. Okay? Then no one needs to worry about it, do they? Three wins in three, some cracking new signings. Time to look at the job centre, surely. He's right, you know. He's absolutely right. He's absolutely right. Let's see what's good. Let's see what's kicking off, shall we? Tenerife in the women's game. We could go there. Everything else is secure, unfortunately. Damn it. Cue self-sabotage. It's the way we do it. It's the way we do it. What's been the rest of the Saturday? Saturday looks like kids football in the morning, lunch, lunch, and then Pokemon pre-release in the afternoon, and then trying to keep the kids from punching each other in the face until dinner time, and then after dinner trying to stop the kids from punching each other in the face, and then convincing them that going to bed is a great idea. Then I had some food, and then came on here and said hello, everyone. So yeah, that's been today. And then tomorrow we'll start with early morning, kids football, get back in time for the derby, watch that, and then the remainder of the afternoon will not be dictated to by the result of the derby, because I'll be making a Sunday dinner regardless. But I'd imagine I'll be happier if we won. Yeah, Llama's seen, in the words of Taylor Swift, Llama has seen this film before. What's on the menu for Sunday dinner? We're doing a roast chicken tomorrow. We normally do pork. We get pork, but they were looking very expensive in Tesco's today, and it just didn't look great for the value. So I thought, you know what? Let's just get a roast chicken. Do that, nice and easy, and it'll be good. It'll be good. Also, Eldest Jameson probably ate far too much crackling last week. I think his teeth are going to fall out. So we have chicken. Even Novishkar, how are you, buddy? Welcome in. Crit chicken's always a crowd pleaser. It's just simple, isn't it? Just simple. You know where you're at with chicken. Although I do make a good roast pork, I must admit. As I say, it's that the crackling on it is the thing. And my Yorkshire puddings are on form at the minute. As are my roast potatoes. Ask Mrs. J, she'll tell you. I've got a really, really good level of crispiness on them at the minute and fluffy on the inside. Oh, Coulson! I think youngest Jameson's record at the minute is 7 roast potatoes. So I'll take that. That, for me, that's a compliment. Yeah. Luffy's on the belly port tomorrow. Get in, Luffy. Go on. Big fan of that. Always the oil. Get that right in your sound. I put Trex in. Put Trex in the pan, the tray. Do that in the oven. Get it all bubbly hot, and then get the parboil the potatoes. Put them in. Get them all covered up in that, and then we're away. I've run out of rosemary. Otherwise, I'd have put some rosemary in there as well. A bit of garlic, but just do them as is. Bit of black pepper on top of them once they come out. Tourette's in the pan. How does that work? Oh, basically, I swear at a pan, llama. That's it. Although I shouldn't have any involuntary movements with hot oil though. That's not a good idea, is it? It's T-Rex. I put dinosaur. It's dinosaur juice. That's what it is. Do you know what? Coulson's on the yellow card. Let's get him off for Kavanagh. He's playing well though, but dinosaur juice or PVA glue. Well, depends on which you've got. Crude oil, it is crude. It swears a lot. And also again, if the police have asked, just say just dinosaur juice or PVA glue, either or, and then they'll tend to leave you alone. Dinosaur juice sounds like an IPA, doesn't it? I'll have a 2/3 of a dinosaur juice, please. From West Crack Brewery in Bishop Stortford, something. Today I learned that the Portuguese national sandwich is the francesinha. It sounds like a banger. What's in it? Oh, good block. Dinosaur juice sounds like a crime. You reckon it? Would you not have a little bit of dinosaur juice? I would, you know. I'd have a bit of dinosaur juice. How many million years old is it? Well, do you know like those Japanese fermented eggs? Might be like that, possibly. Roast potatoes are the food of the gods, says Kevin. He's right, isn't he? Roast potatoes and Yorkshire puddings, absolutely. Okay, Luffy says that the francesinha is steak, sausage, melted cheese, ham, beer and tomato flavoured sauce, and a fried egg. I mean, here we go. Here we go. That right there is a sandwich and a half. All for that. Right. 5 minutes to go. Opposition are coming forward. We might have to start looking at time wasting, I think. Oh, look at that. Another 1-0. Llama. Chat. Look at the little bit, those cheeky little bits of white there. Outplayed completely. Kidderminster who? 4 out of 4. One goal conceded so far as well this season. And a positive goal difference as well. I feel like we're never going to be able to turn the computer off now because it'll just corrupt the save if we do so. Did you see Lee Clark become Rotherham manager? I did see that actually. And do you know when you're scrolling through on like social media and you see it and you're like, I don't know if that's real or not. But yeah, I did see that. It's a big pull, isn't it? Like the episode of Friends with the free porn, don't turn it off. That's exactly what it's like. Oh, look, Llama. Look who's recommended. It's only Gabby Large, who's currently at Burnley. He's doing all right. Leadership 17. Bring him back. Bring him back. Bring him. One more match. One more match. One more match. I'll hold on just for now, but I am tempted. Friends, the one where Darlow wins the league. It's very, very optimistic, that, Kevin. I like it. Rotherham are down already. They just wanted to make really sure. You can already see Lama with the pitchfork just at the gates as soon as he tries to drive in. Let's go with that again. Or Pender can come back in. Right, so is it Telford away? There's no rain, so I'm concerned about that. Oh, here we go. Well held, McNamara. Oh, here he goes. OGM. Great ball through. Braden Graham's got to finish that. What a pass from the non-league Zidane. Where are Telford? Telford are 5th. Oh, Coulson's gone off injured now. Oh dear. Cameron's have to come on. Let's go inside winger rather than inside forward, actually. I just thought I don't really need him to be an inside winger, do I? Because he's going to cut inside anyway. OGM getting back, tackling. OGM over the top. Here's Graham. Oh, look at that. Beautiful. TJ ball in free-flowing, wondrous flight. Disallowed. Disgusting. Disgusting. I think what they've said was that goal was too good, so they went, you know what, nah, let's just chalk it off. It's like as if Ronaldinho plays for them. Oh, what's Douglas stopped for? What the hell happened there? Douglas did an FM23. Just went, I'm not going to do anything. Oh, we've got to be lucky that we haven't conceded goals here, haven't we? Ooh. Right, okay. So let's move Douglas up. Let's bring Taylor off, actually, for Hughes. Wants to pick the ball in the central areas, no. Yeah. Let's change it that way. Right. It says Star Sailor. I was like, is this Star Sailor? Yes, it is. Right. 0-0. Second half. Daft's on a 6-4. Do we go 4-4-2 or do we just keep it as 0-0? Oh dear. Maybe keeping 0-0's not what the game's got planned. I was gonna say they tend to shoot from the edge of the box, don't they? Oh, right, okay. Cancel the open top bus, everyone. Evening, Brimsy. Let's try 4-4-2, see if that works. I think we might be beaten, though. We have to concede the perfect start, settle for 100 points. It's a shame, though, isn't it, to have to settle. That's the problem. We shouldn't have to settle at this stage of the season. Oh, did you see him trying to backheel it there? Evening, Mad. How are we, buddy? Welcome in. Welcome in. Hope you're well, my friend. If you're not familiar with the Mad Scientist, by the way, everyone, then you clearly don't like retro football databases. And let's face it, everyone likes that. See if I can step up there as well. How's Darlow going? Darlow's going well, actually. We are, well, Before tonight, we were top of the table. Well, before this match, sorry, we were top of the table. We played 3, won 3. This is match number 4 where it's like, oh, looks like we might lose our first match of the season. Yeah, we've pushed on. Never mind. It's fine, don't worry. As you know, as Matt says, let's just get 100 points this year. TJ, as a coach, yelling, telling a confused child that are they in the O'Grady Mac and roll. You know, if that kid doesn't understand what that role is, then that kid doesn't play. Simple as that. Oh, blocked out. Yeah. Yeah. Coach, why were we playing this murder ball today? Douglas over the top. Kavanagh. Oh, nice touch inside. But it's also not good enough. Offside, ref. Offside? You disallowed my goal. They disallowed my goal. It was clearly not offside. Oh, come on. Resoundly beaten. The wheels have fallen off now, I think. Oh, it's not before, is it? Three 0. Ugh. Never mind. Far from pleased with that one. That's poor. Did we get a 3-0 defeat last season? We might have done. Oh, Coulson's out for 2 weeks. Yeah, I mean, look at last season. Last season, our biggest defeat last year was 3-0. And we've had that after match day 4. Kings Lynn did us 3-0 twice. Yeah. Yeah, Kings Lynn 3-0 there. Kidderminster did us 3-0. Yeah, it was 2 Ks, wasn't it? Yeah. Yeah, we drew with Kings Lynn the second time, yeah. But yeah, two Ks, 3-0. Okay, that's fine. We'll just look. That was one match, not a problem. Gateshead next. Didn't know they had VAR in the National League North. Very average referees. I mean, yeah, it's just. Do you know what it is? It's all part of a cartel, right? That's what I reckon it probably is. That's what I think is the main problem. I'm not going to say it's my fault, obviously. I'm going to say it's, it's all down to big National League North. So Gateshead look like the 6th. We're 3rd. Corey Thomas putting in a decent training, a decent work rating train, I should say. Sorry, you know what? Let's give him a game. Having her in for Coulson. Lehane rather than Sammy J. Let's put Devitt in. Put Hughes back in as well. Can we get back on the winning ways as quick as we can? Slow start. This is more like it. Just grind it out. Grind it out. The Gateshead kit's pretty smart, man, I must admit. Close them down. Oof. That wasn't expected, was it? Telford have gone top now, so you seen a hap you heard. Put Douglas up in the midfield. Do we want to go 4-4-2 and try and get some more men in the midfield? I mean, we've got enough men there, haven't we, really? A bit more encouragement, I think. Oh. It's all coming ready to collapse now, I'm afraid. It was going so well. What happened? What happened? We had a quick check as to like who we played against, and then all of a sudden the players just down tools. Like Kavanagh's having a stinker, so that needs to be looked at. So we go 4-4-2. Because we've got no real other option, have we? Let's bring Hamish off. Let's try this then. Being played off the park here, aren't we? Oh, good block. Come on, Lehane, you got a challenge for it. Good tackle, OGM. Okawoya. Down the line, Lehane. That's what we wanted. That's what we wanted. Okawoya's gone from a 6-1 to a 7-1 there. Let's get Graham on. And maybe put Openda in place of OGM. Oh, what? That's incredible. God, do you know what? Fair play for that. What a header. What a ball in. That's incredible. Fair play. Fair play. Oh, go on, Graham's through. Needs to finish that. Two defeats on the bounce, I'm afraid, everyone. Probably. Yeah, it looks like it. 8 minutes to go, though. Unless they get their third. Oh. What are we doing? What are we doing? Lane brings it down. Oh, Graham misses it. There you go. They've managed to tidy it up. Hang on, Henderson. Devitt. Lane. Fair enough. I'm not sure how that's happened. How's it gone from being brilliant to not being brilliant? Oh well, never mind. Look, this is all part and parcel of it, isn't it? You know? Um it's fine. Yeah, where have we slipped to now? 6th. Right. Okay. It's not dreadful, but the fact that Braintree have played 6 and won 6, that's fine, isn't it? It's far from ideal. It's far from ideal. But never mind. Look, it's one of those. It's happened. We'll make some changes at some point. Probably next week when we're back on stream. Are we back tomorrow? Maybe. We'll see. We might do some Pokemon, depending upon if I set everything up with the Switch. Yeah, we can have a look at that. Or I can have a night off. Either or. That's the thing as well. Let's have a little nosy around, shall we? Who's about? I appreciate everyone's been into that, by the way. It's been fun. It's been good to get back in and just sort of chill and have some nice times, you know, just have a bit of a laugh and get caught up. So let's see who we got. Slim pickings, to be honest. So all right, let's go and see Stam again. Go and give the man some love. Oh, we don't eat. And yeah, we'll be back. Keep your eyes peeled. And we'll see you all very, very soon. Take care of yourselves. Have a wonderful Sunday. FTM. Speak to you all in a bit. Bye now.